anybody else listen to Kamala Harris talk and just think like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, she'll be talking about one thing and then she completely changes the subject and talks about something completely different. You don't even know why. It doesn't even make any sense. So I came across this video this morning. Had me thinking.
Never seen before? Lampposts spraying mist on the street below. And I captured them just in time before they turned off. So apparently it's only an intermittent thing. I wonder what the purpose is. Usually, that kind of thing is to remove dust from the air. Seems so random.
Removing dust from the air in the middle of the night on a highway. Not like water causes hazardous road conditions or anything, right? Not like water's a precious commodity. Oh, or is it? And then
Joe Biden is very serious about being probably the most pro-labor president we have ever had. About ours being the most pro-labor administration. And so in the American Jobs Plan, it's about building back up our infrastructure in a way that we leapfrog. So it's not just about repair, it's about building things. It's about fixing things and building things. We talk about water policy. That's a big deal here in Chicago and in Illinois. Water policy, to do better, well, we need to construct places where we capture water, places where we store water. And here's the other thing, because I also, I'm in a lot of meetings on foreign policy. For years and generations, wars have been fought over oil. In a short matter of time, they will be fought over water.
So when I think of infrastructure, I think of the streets, I think of the roads, I think of all this money that they put into infrastructure and fixing the roads. But they're putting a lot of money into the street lamps, spraying water, not collecting water. She wants to collect water too. But this isn't for collecting water, this is for spraying water, for using water. A precious commodity that wars will soon be fought over so that we can spray it on our streets. Intermittently. I wonder who created these street lamps.
So apparently it's only an intermittent thing. I wonder what the purpose is.
So I looked up the patent for this, and I don't know how he knew it was an intermittent thing. I find that very suspicious. But here's a patent. It's made in China. Ain't no surprise there because, everything is made in China. Before I continue, this is for entertainment purposes only. It says right here, machines or plants for applying liquids or other fluent materials to surfaces of objects or other work by spraying, not covered by groups B05B1, B05B11, mounted on vehicles or designed to apply a liquid on a very large surface, e.g. on the road, on the surface of large containers. What is this about, y'all? What is this about? It doesn't really say what's in there, y'all. It doesn't really say what's in there. Let me see. Let's see. Summary of invention. The object of this invention is to provide a kind of street lamp post-spraying equipment, two semicircular sprayer relative motion snapped together, composition full circle, and lamp stand is enclosed and wearing and shower nozzle is evenly distributed on a semicircle sprayer. Semicircular, man, they're just making it sound so confusing.
So let's make it less confusing. Operators control the power supply facilities through the Internet of Things. The spray facilities will turn on when the air humidity is below 60% RH and above 70% RH, and when the wind speed is high to accelerate the pressure of a drop particle concentration. In addition to retaining the current opening and closed mode, research and develop the index and control link, set the upper and lower limits of the PM value, automatically open and close the purification facilities according to the monitoring data of PM 2.5 and PM 10. Adjust the spray strategy of the street lamps from time to time to form a 24-hour cycle of dust reduction and gradually realize the transformation from the traditional artificial dust reduction mode presented by mobile fog cannons to intelligent dust reduction. So the spray system of the spray street lamp is different than the conventional spray system. The street lamp spray system uses high pressure, fine atomizing nozzles to spray. The water moist is delicate, and diameter of the mist particles is between 1 to 5 microns, and the water mist is suspended in the air and is scattered with the wind by the airflow. Now, because the water is mist is delicate and quickly evaporates and vaporizes after absorbing heat, most of the water mist has been vaporized before even landing. Therefore, these water mists will not wet the clothes of the pedestrians, and at the same time, the evaporation of the water mist increases the air humidity, which makes the air suspended particles agglomerate into clusters and fall. So the street lamp system equipment adopts an industrial grade integrated high pressure plunger pump that is directly connected to the pump system, which maintains sufficiently concentricity and high dynamic balance and reliability. The flow of water supplied by the pump station system is strictly proportional to the speed of the pump, and the control system can adjust the flow of the supply water through the speed of the monitor or the control valve. Based on the feature, the street lamp pulse spray system equipment can adjust the output of the water mist at any time according to the changes in the environment and maintain the constant pressure output of the system. So the system is quite reliable and stable, and the appearance of the main engine adopts industrial design, which is elegant and beautiful. The spray street lamp saves water. The spray street lamp saves water. If there are 10 spray lamp poles after 1 hour of continuous operation, the spray water consumption is about 2.4 tons, and the power consumption is about 5 degrees, which can spray dust for a 200-meter long road. The spray street lamp uses municipal water as a water source, and then uses the water purification filter to filter impurities larger than 1 micron in diameter, and ensures the cleanliness of the water mist, and the diameter of the micro mist water mist is all within 30 microns and floats from height of the street lamp with fast evaporation speed, which has little impact on pedestrians. The micro fog dust suppression equipment integrates air quality linkage monitoring and automatically opens the operation mode, saving operation and maintenance costs. So the spray street lamp has a unique advantage protecting and purifying the environment and saving energy, which has broad development prospects.
Today, jobs that are necessary. I was in Oakland, the place of my birth, yesterday, looking at a water treatment facility. And I was there hanging out with some of the building trades folks. They're doing an apprenticeship program there. The jobs to build up the water infrastructure that I was looking at yesterday, that's plumbers. That's pipe fitters. That's electricians. That's who's going to build back up our infrastructure. We're talking about human infrastructure. Well, Kamala, what's that about? Human infrastructure. If you've got children or elderly relatives, you can't go to work if you don't have somebody to help take care of them. That's called human infrastructure. And so that's about supporting the caregiving economy, supporting care workers.
That just really threw me off, because she was talking about water, and she was really obsessed about water. And then all of a sudden she's like, we're talking about human infrastructure. What's that? We're talking about caregivers and children. No, we weren't talking about children or caregivers at all. You were talking about water and plumbers and electricians and people that were going to be building up our economy and making stuff like this.
Streetlight is spraying something right in front of my house. It is the only one spraying shit.
Yo, they're weapons.
This one is not. That one is not.
I just watched a thing on this 2 nights ago.
So I just want to make sure I understand this correctly. China has invented this great invention of a street lamp that sprays some mist spray. And Kamala just recently was talking about water and the importance of water and collecting it and saving it, and how it's a commodity that wars are going to be fought over. All at the same time, China's hacking us, right? China's hacking our military and navy. They sent an air balloon over into the sky, over our skies here, and our military shoots it down because we have no idea what it's doing or why it's there. But we're trusting them to design a street lamp that sprays stuff all over our streets, and we're okay with that. The same China where COVID came from, the Wuhan lab, right? Like, what made Kamala change her, like, she just went total left turn. All of a sudden start talking about our kids and grandma. Like, what was that about? Our most vulnerable.